High above the clouds, where silence rules and the horizon stretches endlessly, a shape glides through the sky. It looks like the shadow of a bird, almost invisible against the night. But it is no bird. It is the most expensive, the most secretive, and the most powerful bomber ever created by man, the American B-2 Spirit. They call it the stealth bomber, a weapon so advanced that the world still speaks its name in whispers. To see it is rare. To hear it is unlikely. And when it arrives, destruction has already been decided. The story of the B-2 begins in the darkest years of the Cold War, when the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent struggle. Both sides built bigger missiles, deadlier bombs, and stronger defenses. But there was one question the Pentagon kept asking: how do you strike an enemy who hides behind a wall of radar and missiles? The answer was not brute force. The answer was invisibility. Engineers and scientists were told to create a machine that could disappear into the sky, glide past enemy radar like a ghost, and deliver a strike so precise that the enemy would never see it coming. What they built would forever change the history of air power. It cost a fortune. Each B-2 Spirit was valued at more than $2.2 billion, making it the most expensive aircraft in history. Only 21 of them were ever built, each one carefully assembled in secrecy, each one a masterpiece of engineering that even today remains decades ahead of its time. While other bombers roar across the skies with thunderous engines, the B-2 was designed to be silent, to slip into enemy territory unnoticed, and to unleash devastation before anyone could react. The secret lies in its shape. Unlike traditional planes with long fuselages and tall tails, the B-2 is a flying wing, its body blending seamlessly with its wings in one smooth curve. This design is not for beauty, though it is beautiful. It is for stealth. Radar waves, instead of bouncing back to enemy receivers, are scattered in every direction, leaving nothing but silence on the screen. Coated in radar-absorbing material, its skin drinks in signals that would expose other aircraft. To the enemy, it is as if the sky itself has turned against them. But stealth is not its only weapon. The B-2 can fly more than 11,000 kilometers without refueling, crossing oceans and continents on a single mission. It can carry conventional bombs, guided missiles, and, if ordered, nuclear weapons powerful enough to erase entire cities. It is not built to fight in dogfights. It is built to strike once, to strike with precision, and to vanish before the world even realizes it was there. The first time the world truly saw its power was not in secret hangars or test flights, but in war. In 1999, during the conflict in Kosovo, the B-2 flew missions from the United States itself, crossing the Atlantic, striking its targets, and returning without stopping. No fighter escort, no refueling bases nearby, just pure, unchallenged dominance. Later, in Iraq and Afghanistan, it became the first wave of American attacks, crippling defenses, destroying command centers, and opening the path for the rest of the military. Pilots described the surreal feeling of flying a machine that seemed invisible, a machine that gave them absolute control over the battlefield. To the enemy, it was a nightmare. Bombs fell from the sky, buildings vanished, and still no one could see where the attack had come from. Even today, decades after its creation, the B-2 Spirit remains the ultimate symbol of American air power. Other nations have tried to copy its design, to understand its secrets, but none have matched it. For every enemy, it is a reminder that the skies are not theirs to control. And for every ally, it is reassurance that America still holds a weapon unlike any other. But behind this machine lies more than metal and technology. There is psychology. The very existence of the B-2 is meant to send a message: resistance is futile. You cannot hide behind mountains of radar, you cannot bury your defenses in concrete, and you cannot sleep comfortably under the illusion of safety. The B-2 is the shadow that proves otherwise. Nations may dream of safety, but the Spirit was built to haunt those dreams. Yet it is not invincible. Each flight requires hundreds of people, thousands of hours of preparation, and an ocean of resources. It takes nearly a day just to prepare one for a mission. Pilots train endlessly, mastering the delicate art of flying a wing that demands precision. And because only 21 exist, every single one is priceless, guarded like a crown jewel. To lose one would not just be a military loss. It would be a wound to the pride of a nation. Still, despite the cost, despite the challenges, the B-2 remains unmatched. It is the rare weapon that is not used often, not because it is weak, but because it is too powerful. Its presence alone can tilt the balance of power. When tensions rise, when wars threaten to ignite, the spirit quietly takes flight, and the world holds its breath. Imagine the silence of the night, the dark sky stretching endlessly, and a family asleep in a city far away, never knowing that thousands of feet above them a shadow passes silently, unseen, unheard, untouchable. That shadow is the B-2 spirit. And in that moment, it carries not only bombs, not only missiles, but the weight of strategy, politics, fear, and dominance. It is not just a plane. It is a ghost in the sky. A reminder of what mankind can build when the goal is supremacy at any cost. And it is a warning, whispered across borders and oceans, that the greatest weapon is not the one you see coming, it is the one you never see at all.